Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Crusader Kings to the Old Gods. If you didn't see the last episode, it's another one that you should definitely check out, because we do have a new ruler here. This is King Northernlion II, and for once, or the first time in a long time, we have an heir, or I guess a ruler here, to be technically correct, or, you know, literally correct, that is young. So this guy has a chance for a long reign, or who knows, maybe he'll be murdered very quickly. His heir is his half-sister. So I really want him to start having kids as soon as is possible, but we have the chance to actually marry him off ourselves, which means we can marry him to someone who maybe would prove to be a very powerful ally, maybe someone in Western Europe, or maybe somebody up here in Sweden, maybe, if there's anyone accessible, or even someone in England to finally unite into Brittany. But anyway, first things first, we do have the first major crisis of our rule, which is going to be this independence movement from, you guessed it, someone in Wales. It is, again, the Duchies. I don't know if that is the correct pronunciation. I'm just going to disband units that are otherwise very likely to die. Let's get all of these people to group up down here in the southern tip and let some time go by. So I'm expecting this is going to be a pretty easy war. We do have somewhere in the vicinity of, 10,000 troops compared to the enemy's 3,000. Now they have more. Large bands of rebels have flocked under their banner. Now they have about 5,000. So it's not as much of an automatic, maybe, as it used to be. But it should still be okay. In fact, let's call in some allies for this one. King Ponce, the ill ruler. Is he sick or... yes, we'll invite him to our war. Is he sick or is he... just a bad ruler? Like, is he an ill ruler or is he an ill ruler, you know? Or maybe he's a rapper. He's like, that's his name, ill ruler. Or maybe he's a sick tool of measurement. Okay, the Pope loves us. That's good news. 2,000 men here and another 5,000 up here. Of course he will honor his obligation to come to war. I believe that was Spain, as will Lüneburg. Fantastic. So it's not going to be as easy of an independence war as I initially anticipated. We're going to speed up to speed 4 here because speed 3 is a little bit too slow. And this should give us the troops necessary. We just had... oh, that's not them. If these guys would seriously just get over here, we would have 7,200 troops that we could send easily into battle. The problem is there's a little bit of tricky army management awaiting us. Let's merge these guys together. Because if I end up fighting... I should disband these guys, probably. If I end up fighting all of them at once, that's a real problem for us. I wonder if I could actually just raise a... some ships? How many ships are even close to us? Fleet levies, we have none in our... oh, we do have some in the region here. Can we get them on this boat? We cannot. I think we're going to, unfortunately, have to fight or disband our troops here. But disbanding is obviously the better option if we're about to be hurt with them. Because I don't think I can get these guys on the ship. I'm really painful when it comes to navigating the Navy. Did I not even move the ships over here? How long is it going to take? June 1st? When are these guys going to get here? June 8th? We might get incredibly lucky. How long would it take us to get onto there? Oh, we can't even do it that way. Okay. I guess we'll leave these men to die. Here's what I'm thinking. We will get rid of our fleet levies, because they're crowding up the map a little bit. We'll have this battle here, which we'll probably lose, but at the very least, we'll knock out a few of their troops, and this should make it easier for us to steamroll them later. We lost 1,300, they lost 150, so obviously that was a little bit worse than I had anticipated that it would go. That's okay, though. Let's march these 800 men up here, and this will give us a numbers advantage against... oh, never mind. I was going to say it'll give us a numbers advantage against these guys, but instead we're going to lose almost all of our troops, and they're going to lose basically nobody. So at this point, I guess we... we'll be in the market for hiring some mercenaries. There's another 1,000 men. Might as well go over the top here and pay a little bit more for some guys who will give me a huge numbers advantage. So we'll just wait for these guys to make their way all the way down here. And I will continue keeping them blocked in. We might want to back off a little bit. Whoa. My liege, my work in Cumberland seems to have come to fruition. Fantastic! We are getting a lot of claims on England here. Why don't we have this guy try to... who owns this now? Westmoreland. It's independent. Yeah, I would love to be able to take out Westmoreland as well. So why don't we fabricate a claim on Westmoreland? Again, eventually we'll be able to use these claims to bolster our attempts to make Britannia a real thing. And this was something we've been, on the lookout for quite some time. I'm just hoping that now is actually the day when it's going to happen. In fact, I'm a total idiot. We might as well be sieging enemy territory during this spell that we have right here. Ooh, I like this. The rulers from Galicia are going to help us out. Do I have to abide by laws and rules? My whim sounds more interesting. I have gained the arbitrary trait. I'm not sure if I like that in my ruler. But yes, we have some extra troops here who will hopefully come down and help us get involved in an amazing battle. Or they will just help us siege here, which is fine as well. But with the sizable amount of troops that I have right now, assuming they don't just get to 100% war score on this siege, I should be able to take them out and then start reversing things back in my favor. So, be very cautious here. I have moved those troops ahead just a little bit too far. That's okay, though. We're at 14,000 men now. Let's merge our troops together and go to war, gentlemen. Hopefully the Asturians will choose to join me, but they might just be sieging enemy territory during that time. No, they're going to follow me. Fantastic. So now we outnumber them by basically double. And if we can kill all of their men, that is going to create some difficult situations for them. Henry was captured in battle. Fantastic. I don't know who that is, but I'm glad we have him regardless. Let's continue moving our men back over here, and we'll just be able to take them out easily. We're slowly turning the war score back in our favor. It's another battle that we will win there. Minus 4%. Could be better, could be worse. Might have to siege some enemy territory, which is always the most frustrating part because it takes forever. But now we're at 7%, and they'll march some troops back here. I don't know if that lady who instigated the war was actually leading any troops. Seems like a her thing to do, to just send people off to war and not actually be involved in it herself. But anyway, let's quickly take out these guys, and in the meantime, now we will siege this territory. And finally, like every time I go to war with this lady, another war breaks out, so I can't actually imprison her. Maybe this is our chance. Okay, unmarried heir. Princess Karen should get married. That's probably true. But let's just wait it out for a little longer. Smallpox is broken out. Big deal. Just give them medicine. Tell them to wash their hands. No problem, right? The siege lengthens. I don't know if I like that. There are not really any troops for me to take out except for these 100 right here. I'm going to speed up to speed 5 just to make this go a little bit faster. And in fact, at this point, we can almost certainly get rid of our hired troops. Should save us about 10 gold a month, which is pretty substantial. They're just going to march like 300 troops deep into my own territory, which doesn't strike me as really that risky. I don't think they... Oh, there's like one county in all of my realm that they can actually siege with that amount of troops, and they found it. That's okay, though. We are at 52% war score now. Our siege should end before theirs. The regency for King Northernlion has ended. Fantastic. We are a mastermind theologian. Let's finally check out our stats now that we're 16. Sweet beard. That's the most important thing. Huge learning. Bad intrigue. Low fertility. We're ambitious. We're honest. We're arbitrary. We got some very positive traits going on here. Now, after this war ends, probably before the war ends, but I'm lazy. But as soon as possible, we should marry our heir off to hopefully... make some good stuff happen. My liege, I believe that one of your vassals can be discouraged from joining a faction. That seems like a smart idea. Thanks for reminding me of your duties. We have some dangerous factions. Oh, we also have an ambition. Become exalted amongst men. What do we need? 1,000 prestige? I will absolutely consider that, but what else is there? Get married. We might as well take the get married one first, just because it gives us free piety, and we're going to do it anyway. And our king's kind of a catch, given his position in the world. So we're only at 54% war score, which is disappointing, but we should still be done with this war. This lady is a real thorn in my side, I gotta say. Now that there are a number of men here, why don't we try to head these guys off and actually take out their fighting force once and for all. Now we're at 72%. We'll just do a little bit more engaging down here, and we should be good to go. But anyway, let's look for someone to marry our king off to. This is an important decision. We should also look for someone with a high stewardship stat, maybe, so we can get a better... realm size. But anyway, women, not in prison, not married, and sort by rank. Petty Queen, they're all too old for me. Duchess of Aquitaine. She wants to get married. What are her skills? She's a mastermind theologian like me. That would make our learning skills great. She's content, cruel, and ill. I don't want her to be ill. I kind of need her fertility to be higher, just simply because we have low fertility, so that would balance it out a little bit. Several countesses, no queens or anything, though. I'm just trying to see countesses, and there's a couple duchesses, but they're also old. This is a really kind of bad position we found ourselves in here. Countess of Verdun, she's way too old. Countess of Verdun there. What are her traits? She's lustful. She's only 15. She doesn't look it, though. You know what? Let's betroth ourselves to her for now. I don't really... think this marriage is gonna last. We gain 1 prestige. Oh, they're not interested. If we do it matrilineally, obviously they will be. Sorry, my bad. I didn't realize you had such a catch there. How about the Countess of Benevento? She's brave, content, kind, diligent. These are positive traits. Thrifty clerk. That improves their stewardship a little bit. Maybe we can arrange a marriage there between her and myself. No, why not? Base reluctance. Countess Euphrasia would prefer a matrilineal marriage. Well, that makes sense, I guess, but you can't always get what you want. How about this lady? She's a Russian priestess of Pochep. She's a dutiful cleric. I doubt she's going to marry us. But let's see. Arranged marriage between her. We would lose 200 prestige, and she's not interested. Wow, okay. What about this Baroness? Maybe we can't actually get married until some of these people get a little bit older. Or man, all right. That sucks. Maybe we kill some lady's husband and then marry her instead. My prisoner, or my liege, I wish to intercede on behalf of one of your prisoners. Diplomatically explain why I cannot. This is what happens when you're a smart dude, like my guy is. He's got very good stats. We really need to marry him off quickly so that he can start having children. Hopefully this happens soon. A famous writer proposes to compose your family chronicles. Give him patronage. Yes, please. 15% chance we gain proud. Pride is a good thing, I think. In the game anyway. In real life, sometimes it can be as well, of course. The siege is successful. Oh, I've grown tired of the cynic ways of Bodil and her conviction that everybody lies. For example, I never lie. She tells us to be so, or we tell her to not be so cynical. It's the first time I've ever seen like a siege tick up. I don't know what happened there. We will instead try to meet this army head on. They shouldn't be able to run away. We're at 82% war score. I did not anticipate that this civil war for independence would take so long, but we ended up running into some fairly substantial, troop reserves that I did not expect. We're now at 85%, and we should maybe consider, what was I going to say? We should maybe consider looking for enforcing demands. Tevia Dale has some Vikings in it now. I'm not too concerned about that just yet, though. I don't think she'll go for it yet, but once she gets to 100, she won't have a choice, and we're probably only a few sieges away from getting to 100. Also, those Vikings can't even siege my holdings for right now. So my heir's unmarried, and I'm unmarried. This is really bad. We'll figure something out. If only I was Norse, I could take a concubine or something right now, but sadly, we are not Norse. So we could reform the Norse faith. That seems pretty unlikely, given that the holy sites are like scattered across Scandinavia. But anyway, 88%. If we were in DeLorean, we could go back in time and reverse some of those terrible mistakes I've made over the course of this game so far. We actually lost a siege there. They will not be able to get another one, though. So we'll compensate for that by winning another siege. Seriously, like, just lose the war. You've lost the war. What are you going to do? There, she offers me some peace. She's imprisoned, finally. We should marry her. You know, marry your worst enemies. So let's, she loses 100 prestige. We gain some prestige, except... unfortunately, she already has a husband. Demand religious conversion? Yes. Oh, she'll be released from prison if she accepts. I'm sorry about that. I'm not going to do that then. Banish imprisoned? What would we get? 900 gold! Oh, but then the vassals would not like us. We could ransom her for 10 gold. Anyway, we won. Let's ignore that for now. Now, we are capable... I'm just going to lower this. We're capable of going to war with England. In fact, we could take Cumberland, might be in our best interest now. But let's just wait for another year. And December 1st, of course, England is getting involved in some crazy wars here. But December 1st of 1099, we will launch a war on England to take Cumberland and possibly let her rot, finally. Possibly get a chance to take some more territory and eventually form Britannia. Anyway, invite to plot. We would like to see you back our plot to see the Duchy of Moray granted to a new ruler. No, that's all right. You handle that on your own. We are approaching December here. Are there dangerous factions? I don't know. Before we go to war, I should get married, though. Yes, give him patronage. Yes, we have gained the proud trait. That's actually a very good thing. December approaches. I'm not even worried about these Vikings down here because they can't siege our holdings. And December approaches ever greater. This is going to be a big war. Important decisions are available. Hold a grand tournament. That's not necessary yet. Just waiting about one more month here. We have so much gold that we can hire mercenaries to basically just do this entire war for us if we want to. So, England. We can't declare war on this guy. We have to declare war on the King of England. King blah blah the Fat. I like that a lot. Okay. Oh, man. We could actually claim England for this lady, but I don't want to do that. Excommunicated ruler. Wait a minute. What do we get if we win? 50 piety and 200 prestige. King, whatever, the Fat abdicates to Leofrun Huntingdon. I don't know if I want that, actually. It's a good cause for war, but we don't get the land. Somebody else gets the land. So, what was that guy's name? I've never done a war with excommunication before. Leofrun. So let's find character, search all, gender men. Wait, imprison any and any. Leofrun. What was his other name? Huntingdon. Okay, let's try. I don't understand. Is it a woman, perhaps? Maybe both? Leofrun. Oh, there we go. She's the queen of Lotharingia. Oh, does she have... She does have a husband. And the husband is the king of Lotharingia. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Okay, first things first. We know why we're going to declare war. Let's try to find a damned wife for our ruler here, because that's the major thorn in our side right now. So we need a woman who is not in prison, ideally, not married. Who is the closest? The petty queen, who is 70 years old. Not really my type. How about this lady? She's 14. Could we get a betrothal here at least? I don't know where Pomerania is, in all honesty, but she seems like the best candidate, weirdly enough. Where? Okay, let's find it. Where is Pomerania on the map? Over here. Interesting. Is she gonna be interested in getting betrothed to me? We shall see. She's not interested. Okay, so back to the drawing board. We might want to search by my religion. So all of these people are like 10 years old. The Duchess of Baden, she doesn't want to get married. Duchess of Cardiel, she's 16. She's a Countess of Holland. She might be interested. I'll take what I can get at this point. Yes, okay, we gain 1 prestige, and we also get a wife. And perhaps an ally in Sweden as well. Okay, so we've fulfilled our ambition. Yes, it is everyone's concern. Fantastic. Good news. Pick an ambition now. And I think our ambition should be maybe have a son. Yeah, I should have chosen Be Exalted Amongst Men. But anyway, good news. Hopefully we will have a son soon enough. In the meantime, why don't we now, because we are able to, do we still have troops? Nope, good. Let's declare war on England. We have a substantial fighting force, and they're already at war with somebody. Several people here, in fact, including Jorvik, who has now risen up from the ashes of their former selves and is making some good stuff happen. So, it seems like a good time for us to, again, take some counties from them. So we did have a claim on Cumberland. We'll go for it. So that is going to put us at war with England, which is not always good, but it's not as scary as one might consider most of the time either. So let's just immediately move all of these guys here into Cumberland, and these guys here as well, and then we'll group up our southern troops as well, which is really where the majority of our fighting force lies. Like the southern part of our empire, or our kingdom, I guess I should say, to be 100% accurate, is the stronger part, at least from a immediate military standpoint. So let's just keep this up here, getting all these troops to meet up in the right area. Oh, where is this guy? Or where does he think he's going, is what I should say, I guess. We are going to be able to wipe out fairly easily a couple thousand English troops. I think they were English anyway. We'll see how the war score changes. It did not change at all. Maybe I accidentally helped the English there, which would have been accidental. Not necessarily a happy accident either. But, okay, good. As usual, we're going to go straight for Middlesex, where we will siege London and hopefully France, and then someone's underpants, and the English will give up their fight, and we'll be able to take Cumberland and come ever closer to forming Britannia. We actually have made some really good strides towards that, believe it or not. Okay, good. People in Lothian have been converted to Catholicism, which hopefully means less civil war in Lothian. Lothian and Fife and Hubert have been historically very big thorns in our side. So now we just let some time go by. In fact, when we get this county, we can actually give it to ourselves because our stewardship stat is so high that we will be able to hold 7 counties instead of the usual 6 that we've been holding for most of the time. Okay, so this 100 gold, or sorry, 100 troop army should come down here. And we're getting so close to finally joining these like 2 halves of our kingdom that have been separate from one another for so long. We have a new pope again. This pope is getting changed all the time. We have lost tuberculosis. To be honest with you, didn't even know we had it, so I'm glad that that's been removed from us. That's a pretty serious problem to have back in the day. And, you know, recall that we're not at war anymore. What happened to England? Holy shit. Okay, first things first, let's lower our troops. And look at the country here. Scotland, Jorvik, England is now like a fraction of its former self. This guy's not independent. He's still running. Who's this guy? Northumberland? Gotta declare war on him. I have troops in areas where I don't have holdings, but I thought I lowered. Oh, you should disband, my friend. Did I not lower you? I did not. Okay. Good enough. Do we have a valid casus belli to go to war with this guy? We do own Cumberland, right? So we should be able to declare war. He's not independent, sorry. We go to war with the guy from Northumberland, declare war, claim Cumberland, and he's revolting against his liege. So we'll try to win the war before things get really bad, okay? Or before he gives up, I guess. I have no idea what's going on in these wars, quite honestly. So whether this is a smart decision or a terrible decision, in my opinion, remains to be seen. In any case, first things first, let's get everybody all grouped up. Of course, our troops are, you know, fatigued from the fact that we just had them fight some battles that didn't really pan out at all. And again, I should slow down to speed 4 here just so I can watch what's going on. My king, many of your faithful subjects feel that Duchess Gudrun of Albany has amassed more power and titles than is warranted by her station. If you were so kindly advised her to abdicate the Duchy of Moray to a vassal, know that this decision would enjoy our wholehearted support. I will have no part of the scheme, unfortunately. I can't do it because I don't want to, you know, entertain the thought of a civil war right now. I appreciate the risk involved in that, but regardless, this is how it's got to be for now. So we are fighting another war, and we're in that kind of confusing time when I don't really understand what to do. But hopefully we end up winning this and getting that county that I actually do desire a great deal. Okay, again, flatter and soothe him. Anytime I have the option to flatter and soothe people, as opposed to bribing, I'm going to take them up on that. Let us now begin the siege of Cumberland, which should be very easy. I don't even know if we're only at war with Northumberland, then there's, like, basically no risk to us. It's hard to feel proud when one has nothing to be proud of. Why did I lose the pride trait? I thought I was doing amazingly there. We have gotten 24% war score already. Recall that when we get to 100, that will just be the end of our war here, and we do want to finish it as soon as possible, which is why I am sieging this land, and almost considering just how should I put it, just using an assault to, it would probably kill a lot of my own men, but it would also speed up the whole seduction process here and eventually allow them to convince me to take Cumberland off their hands, which, to be quite honest, they shouldn't even want, right? That's my reasoning anyway. I don't really have any reasoning to back it up, but that's my feeling, maybe I should say then instead. So each one of these sieges, I mean, Northumberland doesn't really hold a ton of land, so each one of these should give me a pretty big bonus to my war score, maybe 10%. Good, yes, improve the economy, please. Much appreciated. Any technological increase is good. That gives me 42%, actually. More than I expected. Hopefully this one will do the same thing. The siege lengthens, not a good thing for me. But as time goes on, you know, our war score will increase and we'll put ourselves in a very good position. Hopefully, anyway. One more tick should be enough to allow us to get this. Maybe we'll get up to like 60% war score. A blow was struck. Okay, I don't like that. Any second now, this should go over. Okay, we have dragged Ulrich out of her hole. That takes us to 52%. A little bit less than I anticipated, but this one should be better. 71%. All right, so we'll just continue doing what we're doing. In fact, we can probably go up to speed 5 here because I don't anticipate really anything getting in our way. Oh, we have a peace offer. Okay. We gain Cumberland. We gain prestige. He loses prestige. This is exactly what we wanted. All right. So now our domain size is better. Who owns this? The Queen of England, who we cannot declare war on because we have army levies raised. I believe we have a truce with her. I'll have to check right now. We can declare war to claim England. Oh, for this person. But I don't want to declare war to claim England. I just want this land. I mean, I can claim England, but it claims it for this lady, and I don't know enough about this lady to know if I should go through with this. Her liege is the Bishop of Halton, whose liege is my vassal, whose liege is me. I guess it might be good. I mean, we'd install, like, a vassal as the Queen of England, but I'm not 100% sure that this is exactly how it would turn out, am I? So if we declare war, claim England, let me think about this. If I'm the de jure liege of the Kingdom of England, she'll become our vassal. But we're not the de jure liege of the Kingdom of England, so she won't become our vassal. Good to know. But we are amassing more territory here. We picked up another province or two. And you know what? Why don't we use our spy... Oh, we must have a better spy master than that. Sorry, chancellor than that. Yes, this man here. You are going to fabricate claims down here. Good. Do we have anyone else that's really bad? No, a lot of these people actually seem very good at their job. Last thing we're going to do, why not, because we have the gold to spare, hold a quick grand tournament for some quick prestige and to improve our vassals' opinions of us. And because we're young, there's a chance I might actually win. We actually win, I should say. We lost our steward there. This guy seems like a decent steward. We'll have him research economy technology up here. And look at this. I mean, our slow march towards Britannia is continuing. There's a lot of counties in here. We're probably not even close to 80%. We really need some kind of like holy war, basically, that we can wage against them. Okay, someone... actually, that's a lot of troops. 1,700. We'll just raise our vassals' levies there. And I wish I hadn't raised them in that area, but that's okay. Just make sure that we're managing our army effectively here. Which is rich coming from me, but anyway. Okay, so here comes the tournament. This is the time. This is also good because it'll improve our vassals' opinions of us, which is kind of necessary at this point because I am, I have a short reign as a ruler, which is a negative. Now, we don't really need to, like, stress out too much about this battle. We're really just trying to push people. I think Alfreder might fancy me. Yes, let's make a move. Because, again, we still just need an heir. I can always legitimize the child later. Okay, Orner of Elon has been crowned the winner. Can I get second place? Throlfer's Orning's Bravery has won him second place. Okay, fantastic. Good news. And Thor Af Ellen has fought his way to third place. Fantastic. Let's feast then. The tournament is over, and everybody's happy. So we can now get rid of our troops because the Vikings are gone. And just like so, let me take one last look at what happens if you go to war with an excommunicated ruler. Because you don't gain any territory, do you? So, oh, she's not excommunicated anymore. Okay, she is already excommunicated. So what happens? If we win, we gain 50 piety, 200 prestige, and the excommunication is lifted. Is that true? And she abdicates to Gerode Carling, which I don't want because that's like the dynasty in Western Europe. Okay, let's play it cool for now. Is there a county I can hit that's close by? These all seem... I realize I can do this for the Kingdom of England, but I don't think that's a good idea. So instead, we're going to end the episode here, I should say. As always, thanks for watching, guys. England looks in disarray, and we've got to be moving a little bit closer towards Britannia. At the very least, we're about to unify this part of the empire, or the kingdom, sorry. Again, I'm getting ahead of myself. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.